working, it is neat, it is clean, so much so that my friends from Paris, they come here, they say this is the best metro that they have seen. Even after so many years, and Paris is the cleanest city, believe me. I have seen all nooks and corners of Paris, the cleanest city. And this is what it is. Why? Either we have accepted that without it we will collapse, or we think that, look at the suburban trains in Bombay. They are not neat, they are not clean, but they run on time. There's something. The public will make a mark, and acceptability of the public is very, very important. How do you manage that? You study what Delhi Metro is doing. They are even cleaning the barriers that are there. One fellow is put, he is wiping it. Public acceptability, because when I drive, it looks neat and clean to me. I don't curse the Delhi Metro. I'd rather allow that fellow, unplugged fellow who is standing there, illiterate fellow who is trying to. Delhi Metro is the first project I am aware of which got involved in managing the traffic. The roads made by Delhi Metro as slip roads, according to me, are the best roads. You don't get potholes so easily. In Delhi Metro, whenever there is a problem, immediate attention is paid to it. You try going in Gurgaon or in Delhi, nobody bothers. Why all this? Delhi Metro asked leading architects to give a design for the elevated station, and people did without charging them. The designs are beautiful. If you go to the Raja Garden Bridge, it's a beautiful scenery. Delhi Metro has taken care to see that the elevated track doesn't look ugly. How much more, I don't know, but this is why, because the public feels it's good. And then damage is less. People don't mind paying the user charges. And incidentally, the fares of Delhi Metro are not fixed by Sheila Dixit, not by Sridhar, not by anybody, but a fare fixing committee of Delhi Metro in which there are Delhi government, state government, passengers, representatives of the public. They sit there. Of course, ultimately, whatever they want, they do it, but it is communicated to the public that it is for their benefit. That's acceptability. And once the public accepts it, the uncertainty comes down. Once you demonstrate this, now you tell me, where is the problem for the bank? There's no problem for the bank. Revenue has been tied up, sales have been tied up, no managerial hanky-panky that will happen. Then they draw that cash financial plan. Base case we did know. That is drawn in detail, as much detail as possible, scrutinized by the bankers, scrutinized by experts, consultants, equity holders, whoever wants to see and see that, then they agree and announce financial closure. Once it is announced, what else you do? Nothing. Execute. And there's a monitoring, there's a cell you can execute, there's nothing else to be done. O&M will run the thing. You take the case of airport express. Reliance got it. Reliance asked DMRC to build it. They built it. Maybe Reliance will say, you only run it. They run it for a fee. Nothing to do about it. Yeah. That's because it has been a reputation. Even here, you get that toll collection agency in Noida. But same thing, whenever we pay this 20 rupees in this Delhi-Gurgaon highway, we are saying,
still not providing the so much traffic jam.
And one day that thing, I was lucky, but that thing malfunctioned, it hit my car. Fortunately, it hit at an angle, and on the windshield, and it went this way, that way, I just stopped. It didn't break. And this guy has learned on the job. He has learned, is improving, is much better. Why don't you get a word to us? In fact, if those of you are really interested, you can go to Benjamin Poland, they built this long back when they had just come to become a democracy, they had come up with communist. And in that, the roads were built by a consortium of international road builders and financing and lots of structuring that was taken. This case, this and that, both are both that. In this case, you see, how did they catch the equity holder, equity provider? They went around finding who will benefit from this project most, and they said, give the equity. Then they had a problem. They needed landing rights in Japan, so they called this entity and Docomo. They had landing stations. They said, you also become a partner. And they saw value in becoming a partner because then they would get the landing stage to Milega, but they also get the traffic, which is the most important. A project which was considered not viable, these people revived it. Anyway, it's a successful project. That's working very well. Because they saw value in going from Guam and those long term. And they also saw value that you need not consider each other as competition. This is called structuring, and all this is possible. These kind of things are possible. It's called shadow tolling, annuity, free sales. Free sales are possible as well. Only if it is separate from. That's one of the reasons why we set up an SPV. Lastly, why SPV is set up is the following reason. What is the major, most heavy cost of any project? Land. Construction is one of them. Civil is one of them. But land is the most important thing, number one. And in this case, can you buy land for growth? Will the government be able to sell land for the road? Normally, no. There is a road here that is privately owned road. You can't have a highway privately owned, everything. And it will be too expensive also. There are political problems, like Nano has this problem, and all the big industries have this problem. Secondly, who owns the road, river, etc. All those issues come into the picture. So the government's role is normally provide land, which means land acquisition also. Government of land acquisition. They provide approach. If you go to Noida Toll Bridge, you will see that people, what is called a ring road in most western cities, or rather, it is a EU law that you will have a ring road and there is certain specifications, 4 lanes, etc. When you go there, if you are not very careful, you will end up on the bridge. Because the ring road becomes very small and without signage, etc. That is the approach that was created. It was created long back. There is a story behind all that approach. Then, whatever, annuity, etc., assurance of income regarding income. Anything else you can think of which will make the project successful?
Price decontrol or control, whatever that could be.
Regulation, assurance of regulation. Normally, there are important negative covenants. That is where India's reputation is not good. When telecom came, they said there will be only 2 providers in service. That is a negative covenant. And because there are only 2 providers, you can plan, you can be sure that the competition is restricted. It so happened that it grew more than we predicted or people knew, and then we have to accommodate the reliance and things like that. It grew in a different way. But there are cases normally where you say that government will not build a road which will be in competition to it. How revenues of Delhi-Gurgaon highway will be affected once the metro is fully functional? and the road below metro is fully functional. It is going to be a 8-lane, 6-lane to 8-lane. And the way they are building it, you can drive fast because they are putting those barriers, very few U-turns and that kind of thing. So then what will happen to the collection? As per the agreement, we need not, as per the original scheme, one may not feel sad about it or feel sorry for the construction because he is getting much more than what was anticipated.
There is a clause also in the, I think, contract is that when the traffic goes beyond 1.2 lakhs, the government can make the additional road. Otherwise, government will kind of restrain from making that.
There is a very interesting clause that I came across. These days, for that pieces of toll roads or highways, there is a projection of traffic, and like anywhere, which is accepted and things like that. And that's the basic input for the financial base case. The clause says one is beyond a certain traffic, revenue sharing. And if the traffic reaches a certain level, the agreement is terminated. With the choice that the project company will provide one extra lane or it gives up. The idea being that if beyond that the 3 lanes or 2 lanes cannot
Sustain the traffic.
So that's a new one which I have read.
So in this also there is a clause.
Is there?
There are 2 more proposals from that which will come from Vasant Kunj directly to Gurgaon and one from Dwarka. So those are, I mean, right now, thing is now here the possibility of the contractor.
But that's a separate project, no?
No, that's a separate project, but right, well, when they will be possible to kind of a government to implement them. One is the traffic becomes too much on this, which is already kind of crossed. Then now
I'm saying an existing BOT project concession agreement is terminated the moment it reaches a certain.
yeah, in this I think there is already a built-in clause that you can still make one.
If I'm on the company side, I would say that then you have to give some compensation or visa. All that is possible. See, all these agreements, negotiations, everything is possible if you have the base case. It becomes very transparent and very logical if you have the base case. Suppose it reaches a certain level, I can say these are the cash flows I needed. I think the agreement is the discounted value of the future cash flows is paid to the company and this down. It is logically okay. You can decide the discount rate, you can do everything. But all that you can talk, it is not talking to the air or to your hat because the base case is there. It is more acceptable.
No, but that one controversy could be that now will you actually based on the actual revenue or the expected revenue which was earlier when the beginning of the project was done?
No, that is why the base case is important.
No, that could be one kind of dicey thing.
Yeah, then you sit with the base case, you have already got so much, you should have got so much, then you can go. That's what are the problems with the Enron. See, Enron they wanted to assure 16% return, and they assured. But 16% return on what? On the equity, okay. What about cost? All costs were passed on. They were taken in, and then you inflate the cost. But here, especially in a road or a toll bridge case, you cannot manipulate data.
No, in a sense, suppose you do forecasting, one is when you start the project, you did some traffic forecasting. Now, when suppose the traffic has exceeded some norms, now, suppose like take Delhi Gurgaon Express, that's a classic example. Now, you're getting revenue which are almost 40% more.
Yeah.
Now, the present value when you're selling out the project will be at the inflated traffic or the old traffic.
No, that should be in the agreement. Then I would, on the
These are the
company
things
side, I would say that if you terminate it at, say, year number 2015, then I would say from year 2015, see the base case, not the actual. See the base case. I should get this. Individual process, right? Always get. So, I mean, these are negotiable, but this can be negotiated. Negotiable is not the wrong word. This can be negotiated, but the negotiations would be on a more mature level, on something which we can relate to, not that to बहुत खा लिया छोड़ गए. No, बहुत खा लिया, how much where.
Suppose you covered the entire project cost already. Now, what do you do?
So what? I take the risk of doing.
That's what I'm saying. So these are the kind of vagueness.
Pardon? You will get the benefit. Yeah. Then the regulators and the public should understand want private persons to come into this, then why will they come? Not because they are going to get assured income, assured cash flow. Because if you are getting assured cash flow, you go to the bond market. This is not bond market. By structuring it like this, we are ensuring that the cash flow uncertainty is removed. But the reason why they are entrepreneurs, they should be, because they are entrepreneurs, because they are investing, they should be rewarded.
In case of Noida toll bridge, there is one clause. If the traffic growth is not up to certain limit, in that case, another approach from Delta Bihar will be given to the Noida toll, and that road will be constructed by Noida Authority for further enhancement of the traffic. So it is also like that also.
No, that is also there. But the problem that is happening, these were all, say, 5 to 10 years ago. But the problem right now is some of the projects have become so attractive, there was no need for the government. In fact, they have given the money to the government. Now, whether you give 10 rupees or whether you give 100 rupees, the controversy will remain. It's like public sector disinvestment.
Like the revenue sharing.
Yeah.
How will the revenue sharing take place? On the incremental traffic on the full fare? Because the thing is now, suppose I am collecting the information. I have the tag guys which are discounted and I have the regular guys. Which revenue will I share? Now again, it's not very clear.
If you want me to discuss this, then it is considered. Because there are many possibilities. What I wanted to end with is that this is not Newton's law. This is not, like the wall should be so thick if you want a 8th floor or the pile foundation should be this much. There is no formula in this. The more innovative you are, even in financing, there are a lot of innovations you can do. One thing I have to mention, that is what is called non-project related anything.
That's where innovation happens.
Related revenue. This is one thing which will reduce the cost of the infrastructure, and the public should be made aware that because of this you are getting this reciprocity.
Property development and
It has happened in the case of DMRC. DMRC, I don't know, at least I remember Shastri Park, was considered beyond Shamshan and that kind of thing. Nobody used to put it. Now Shastri Park is a very hot cell. You go now on this road, you will see Huda. That will become a very, very important
shopping center.
Whoever goes to Berlin, please go to the main railway station, which is near the Reichstag. I think that's the most beautiful mall I have seen, but it is a railway station. It's a mall on top of a railway station.
Hong Kong also. Hong Kong also is, the metro is like that.
From Bahnhof station, Bahnhof, main railway station, Bahnhof, it is next to the Brandenburg Gate and that area, Brandenburg. And it's the most, and I had the good fortune of seeing it being built and seeing it complete. And the completion took 1 year, but I have seen it halfway through. And mind you, there are railway lines in 3 levels: underground, ground, elevated. And through this railway, you have suburban, like our Delhi suburban metro type of thing. You have slightly longer trains, and you have super fast trains going through. And you go to the mall, it doesn't shake, it doesn't vibrate. I mean, inspired, you go there, the trains are coming, the trains are going, and the whole thing is integrated. Right? You want to talk about integrated complex, go and see. The only thing missing there is a seaport and a airport. I'm sure they do that also. You won't believe it, it was a good hangout for us. We used to go there, ice cream, khalia. You get everything and everything. Similarly, in Berlin, there is another place called the Zoo, which was considered a very, very bad place earlier. The metro station was built there in the shopping complex. And that is the only place, or about the only place open on Sunday. Because sandwiches are available, vegetables are available, toys are available. Those of you who go to Paris, go and see La Défense. What is infrastructure? La Défense. It's pronounced La Défense. Where the Grand Arch is there. Metro station.
property rights, the AMRC is not directly able to benefit from it. Apart from
No, they built a big office complex, they are selling. No? Dyer is going to build the five-star, is going to lease rights for building five-star hotels and shopping complex, things like that. Agree, people around that area, like Pusa Road, Dwarka prices are really short out. And here also, you go and see all those advertisements, they will say metro is coming next to your house.
you mean better than
So that is public administration.
That's like a DLF metro. What is DLF metro doing? They're making a private metro because it knows its property valuation and everywhere you go up. Or the Hyderabad metro, Maitas example. Why were they ready to fund the entire project? Because they were saying that our properties everywhere will become higher value, and so that's the internalization of the externality. Here in normal public projects, they don't do it because they're not very creative in that
You
problem.
may do it, you may not do it, you may have differential land tax, etc. But that's the public administration.
It's like NCD benefiting at the cost of DMRC, and DMRC is getting troubled by NCD all the time.
What I'm saying is project scale. Like for example, I don't know whether I told you, in Tehran apparently, I'm not sure Tehran, the metro was built like this. They drew the route, they called for bid. Station will be built here. Whoever wants the office space on top of that, bid. So let's say I bid. What is my commitment? I will pay for the cost of building the metro, left side half, right side half, till the next station. Zero cost to the municipality or the metro company. And the business people, the real estate business people will calculate how much benefit they have. I have seen in Washington, you can't find the metro station in Washington unless you know where the thing is, because it's an office block. The entire thing is an office block with beautiful restaurants there. Just like our city, you find all that block. Underneath is the metro station. That's called, now it is called city side airport. Because airports in the west are far away, like Bangalore, for example. It's far away. But towards the city will grow, you can say. But this metro is being done. The only integrated thing I've seen is this, where metro, regular routes, long distance routes, including the called ICE in Germany.
Intercity Express.
Intercity. Well, that's the equivalent of your TGV there.
Even in London, when the London metro was made, initially city center used to be empty in the night. Now after the metro came in, all the art activities, restaurants, business took off. So now metro being available means you can go to city center in the middle of the night with the metro connections available. Suddenly all the businesses become very beneficial there. Earlier, after 6 o'clock, central business district is empty. But now with the metro, suddenly it becomes a profitable venture for a lot of people. But again, metro will not be able to make money out of it, but those guys benefit. And they can be kind of contributory factor in construction of the metro.
No, you can't
Internalize.
monetize for benefit to the public.
You can monetize, but you cannot internalize it. Metro may not benefit directly from it.
Or you build a hospital on top of it. Nobody is blaming you. The Delhi metro could have gone underneath the AIMS. Why not? We are not thinking of it. In Frankfurt, not Frankfurt, you go right down, you take the metro to go to the city. Why not connect the airport to the... Why the hell did we not have an underground metro to Bangalore right now? You can dig now. It's not so crowded. Beyond 8 kilometers also, it's not crowded. You can have an elevated now. Because the road is wide, you can build it now. It will be much cheaper, much quicker. Then all lot of things. A lot of politics comes into it. You can't remove politics from the economy. But this is non-project related revenue should be seen by all people who are structuring projects. You see, why are they called equity sponsors? Because in very profitable routes and all, it's fine. Otherwise, if you are going to, okay, let me put it this way. What has been done to remove uncertainty? We have locked in all cash flows. Equity is always hoping to get more and more and more, isn't it? So you are basically, if you do it the way we have discussed so far, the cash flows or the returns to the equity are also locked in, which is not normally there for shareholders. If Reliance says that we issue shares, all our shareholders will get 20%, not more, not less. Are you happy with this? In the stock market, acceptable will not be there. It's the place where we gamble. That's why we call them bonds.
That makes it possible. The first point, I think, all the risk if you tie up, the bank accepts more debt.
Yeah. If you want banks to give, you have to tie up. If you tie up, your upside is also tied up. And if it is upside is tied up, it is not normal equity market. It's not normal to say 20% के ऊपर कुछ नहीं मिलेगा. So there I end. I am not. You can do that or you can do this. They will come to provide this unconventional kind of business. They will come into unconventional kind of business if they get high returns. Which means high EPS, earnings per share. These are the logical steps. 1. 2. High EPS is possible only if you have high gearing. Given a set of cash flows from a project, given a set of cash flows, that is given that this is the project, this is the cash flow that will come, your EPS can be multiplied, leveraged only with high gearing, leverage, debt equity, whatever you want. They are all similar. Gearing, leverage, high debt equity. This is what I will call the leverage class. High gearing, banker is unhappy. Very peculiar problem. You are trying to attract investment in infrastructure, public infrastructure. We're talking of PPP. So they want higher return. You want higher return.